Okay, I've got a refit. I'm going to be doing a control board, effects board test, and this will be one from Big Easy Modeling Solutions. It's a pretty good board. This is one of their older ones. I think they made this one for me a year and a half ago, and I've tested it before, but not to this extent. Now, this ship is not finished. I'm not advertising a finished ship here, merely just a function test on this effects board. I got numerous light leaks that need to be addressed on this, so this is not why this video is here. Not for the ship, but for the board and the effects. So lots of stuff needs to be done. I won't go into what needs to be done because you'll see that in the video. So you'll see for yourself what hasn't been done yet. The warp nacelles won't be included in this test. They are being masked and painted, and I just prefer not to disturb those at this time. They are also undergoing the 5-color Aztec masking. I was using orbital dry dock for the rest of the ship, but they seem to fail, in my opinion, when it comes to doing the nacelles because of the so many uneven and unpredictable surfaces. And I've stumbled upon another set that is supposed to be a little bit superior, and once I get those and try them out and find out for myself, I'll pass that along on what they were. But until then, okay, so this is a meager little light test, a little function test for an older board from Big Easy Modeling Solutions. I believe this one is set to the startup sequence of the motion picture, not the Wrath of Khan. Now, I am not installing the board inside the ship. It'll be in the base, so this ship will have the newer board. Bear with me. Oh God. Don't go anywhere. It's right in front of my damn face. Anyway. This is a new board. This is from, I believe this is the Cadillac, not the rolling chassis. In other words, this is the Admiral board from Big Easy Modeling Solutions, and I am honored to even be able to hold one of these. I actually have 3 different versions of their board, and it's just like having a Corvette from each year. It's really nice. But this will eventually be used in this ship. It is to the startup sequence of the Wrath of Khan, which the client, I believe, wants. But really all I'm doing on this function test is making sure that my continuity is okay and there's no wiring issues anywhere else. So we'll just go ahead and use this board, and that way we can do a little just a little airtime for Big Easy and their effects board, which is pretty nice. So, and as I said, please ignore all the infractions that you will see that are not yet taken care of. This is truly, I've only done one or two light bleeding checks, and those haven't been fixed yet. So I do know about them, and they're easy fixes. Most of them are around the sensor band area of the saucer, where I've had to, keep going over the seams and stuff, and I think I've just need to touch up a couple areas, and that will just need to be masked off, and I'll reshoot the Aztecing on it. No big deal. And there's light bleeding around the deflector housing where it attaches. It's not glued on yet, it's just in place for the test, and everything else will be finished. I had a crack. First time this has happened to me. I don't understand why. I don't know if it's just from the weight of the saucer or what the deal is. But I had a crack develop right here, all the way down the front of the leading edge of the dorsal. Now I've got it repaired with some really thin CA, but I haven't gone back and sanded it and taken care of that little CA seam. So I'll sand it down, fill it as needed, and reshoot that leading edge. And luckily it only goes to about, it's really weird, it didn't split at the end. It split here. And so I'm kind of puzzled on that, but anyway, it's fixed, and I'll just have to lay down some more base after I get it sanded, and I'll reshoot that blue, mask that off, and reshoot the blue on the leading edge. And the saucer was just attached a couple days ago, so I haven't done the touch-up work on that yet either. Back where it connects underneath the impulse housing, there's always that little gap there that I have not filled yet. So just some to-do things that you're going to see and wonder about. I'm just letting you know about them now. So, but like I said, this is just a light function test for a Big Easy Solutions modeling effects board, to see how well it's the wiring on the ship. Basically, I'm checking the wiring on the ship. How's that? So I'll do a check with the motion picture board, and I'll come back a little later, and I'll have the Wrath of Khan board all hooked in, and with the sound bites for that. So we're going to go. It is remote controlled, which is good. It's a really good remote. The board is sometimes slow in responding, but other than that, it's not terrible. So we're going to turn on main power. Okay, here we go. We're going to turn on main power. All right, so we have main power. I got some light bleeding from other areas to other areas that I'm not too happy about. But I was kind of rushed with this ship. This actual ship was built about a year ago. 85% of this ship was built about a year ago. So there are some things that I do differently now that I didn't do when this ship was built. But overall, it's fairly decent. I just regret some of the light bleed and some of the areas that I didn't block off like I would like to have done. So anyway, let's proceed with the demo sequence, which is the motion picture startup. And Cinco.
Dock control reports ready, sir.
Helm ready, sir.
Orbital departure on plot, sir. Yard command signaling clear, sir.
Maneuvering thrusters, Mr. Seward.
Maneuvering thrusters, sir.
Hold station.
Thrusters at station keeping, sir.
Thrusters ahead, Mr. Seward. Take us out.
Impulse power at your discretion.
Impulse power, Mr. Sullivan. I have more. Point 5. Point 2.
And that concludes our demonstration. Let's go back to Impulse. All right. There's a couple more things that you can do. There are some weapons on this one. We have photon control and we have phaser control. Now there are lasers in this particular effect setup, and the opening for those lasers are here. I really don't care for the light bleed that you get from the saucer with that. So in the future, I'm going to enclose the entire laser setup in some kind of housing to prevent the light bleed. But I don't believe it's anything someone could not live with. So with that being said, let's go with some photon action. Now I should be generating some kind of mist or smoke screen to do a proper laser test, but for now we'll just go through the motions and you'll at least see that they are firing. So let's take care of that. Captain Kirk, at your discretion.
Fire. Fire.
And those are the weapons. Now there should be some sound bites on here. Bear with me. I'm referring to the instruction manual for the remote. I'm not quite sure what all the buttons are. Okay, so let's check out some sound bites. Quite sure what that's supposed to be. Okay, you definitely see a hot spot there on the deflector dish on the video, but it's not there in person. So just an FYI there. That seems to always happen to everyone, I guess.
He's talking about logic. We're talking about universal Armageddon.
You're green-blooded, inhuman.
Bridge to Admiral Kirk. Admiral, sensors indicate a vessel in our area. Closing fast.
Uh-oh. I'm still here. I'm just turning it off. Warp. There we go. Back to Impulse.
Khan, you've got Genesis.
But you don't have me. You are going to kill me, Khan. You're going to have to come down here. You're going to have to come down here.
I've done far worse than kill you.
I've made you watch reruns of Fantasy Island.
And I wish to go on hurting you. I shall leave you as you left me, as you left her, marooned for all eternity in the center of a dead planet. Buried alive. Buried alive.
I prefer Oscar Mayer myself. Okay.
No, you can't get away. From hell's heart, I stab at thee. For hate's sake, I spit my last breath at thee.
Just hope he gargles before that.
Sir, the mains are back online.
Scotty,
Go through.
We are assembled here today to pay final respects to our honored dead. And yet it should be noted that in the midst of our sorrow, this death takes place in the shadow of new life, the sunrise of a new world, a world that our beloved comrade gave his life to protect and nourish. He did not feel this sacrifice a vain or empty one, and we will not debate his profound wisdom at these proceedings. Of my friend, I can only say this. Of all the souls I have encountered in my travels, his was the most human. Others? Huh?
Okay, that's basically about it.
Admiral, scanning an energy source on Reliant. Pattern I've never seen before.
Well, this is a fine place you have here, Dr. Nichols.
Thank you. And I must say, Professor, your knowledge of engineering is most impressive.
Yes, back home we call him the miracle worker.
Indeed. May I offer you something, gentlemen?
Dr. Nichols, I might be able to offer something to you.
Yes?
I notice you're still working with polymers.
Still? What else would I be working with?
Aye, what else indeed? I'll put it another way. How thick would a piece of your plexiglass need to be at 60 feet by 10 feet to withstand the pressure of 18,000 cubic feet of water?
Oh, it's easy. 6 inches. We carry stuff that big in stock.
I have noticed. Now suppose Just suppose I were to show you a way to manufacture a wall that would do the same job, but be only 1 inch thick. Would that be worth something to you? Eh?
You're joking.
Perhaps the professor could use your computer.
Please. Computer? Computer? Ah. Hello, computer.
Just use the keyboard.
The keyboard. How quaint.
Uhura?
Nothing, Captain. If she's here, she's rigged for silent running.
I can see you, Kirk.
Jack.
Can you see me? Or now be honest, Captain. Warrior to warrior. You do prefer it this way, don't you? As it was meant to be. No peace in our time. Once more unto the breach, dear friends. Tach, ah, tach, weg.
This is fun. Reverse engines.
On the stern. 1.5 impulse power.
Back off, back off. What's she waiting for?
Probably attempting to ascertain why we are reversing. Wondering whether we detect her.
Incoming.
In range?
Not yet, sir.
Come on.
She'll fly apart. Fire back then.
Auxiliary circuits destroyed, Captain. Tickle us, do we not laugh? Trick us, do we not bleed? Wrong us, shall we not revenge?
Undiscovered Country is my favorite.
The game's afoot, huh?
Our rebels now are ended, Kirk. Cry havoc! And let's slip the dogs of war.
Bolt.
Where's my torpedo?
Bet you wish you'd stood in bed.
Tea, please, Doctor. Time is short. The hull has been compromised. I wonder how bad. Connect echo burns.
Fire.
Captain, the intruder has been attempting to communicate. Our previous transmission mode was too primitive to be received. I'm now programming our computer to transmit lingua code at their frequency and rate of speed.
You go there.
It would seem our friendship messages have been received and understood, Mr. Spock.
I would say that was a logical assumption, Captain.
Mr. Sulu, hold present position.
Holding present position, sir.
Okay, I mean, I could go on and on. I really like Big Easy stuff. It's really good. William Mann has done a good job getting them started. His innovations are just wow. So it's pretty good. I'm going to end this now. Let's turn off main power. All right. Like I said, still a lot of work to do on this, but I wanted to get this this effects board test out of the way to make sure everything was where it should be. Nothing got pulled loose during saucer installation. And looks like we're doing pretty good. I'm not anticipating any issues with the nacelles, but in a few days I'll run a test with those. But that's where we're at. We've got the older model set up, Big Easy Modeling Solutions, and we got the new Papa here, getting ready to take over here. As soon as I do a little test with this one, so I'll do a video of that as well. So anyway, nothing special. I got to get to work on some repairs on this one and some light leaks to be taken care of. And I got to do some light blocking in here as well. See, those RCS thrusters need to be light blocked. I forgot to do that. So we'll take care of that. And that's it for this. I'll get everything fixed up here in the next couple weeks, and we'll shoot another video. All right, we'll see you.